So Scotland don't oppose that, just going for the defensive shove, but it's spun away at the side, and South Africa an easy stroll to the line. It seems down, it goes, try is given. It is given now, and it was very simple in the end for South Africa. Adrian Strauss getting the plaudits, but the man coming out with it is Willem Alberts. Beautiful strike from Pat Lambie, in with the kicking duties. Du Preez gives it to Lambie once again. Little chip through from Lambie. Jack Fourie is the target. Greg Laidlaw is there. Bounces loosened. Well, did Jack Fourie get there? No.
On your feet.
A penalty was the loud whistle from the referee.
He's basically got him for diving on the player.
That's a letter for Scotland, I think.
Nice little kick through as well from Lambie. Wow. A rare trip to the depths of the South African half. Maitland tries to smuggle it on to Murray Lowe. And Laidlaw on to Jackson. It's loose now, and Willie le Roux is away. And nobody is going to catch Willie le Roux. Nick De Luca trying to come across, but interception gives him the try, gives South Africa their second. It comes from Scotland's first real attack of the game, but the second try comes nonetheless.
You can see here, Willie le Roux, the ball goes down, he's turned in, there's players to spare outside him. He's the last defender, but he comes up, that's the angle he wants to defend on. From there on in, as Chris mentioned earlier on, he can find his way to the try line. There was no doubt, once he put the hammer down, no one was going to catch him.
And the restart, South Africa have it safely enough. There's Alberts again. There's le Roux. Oh, and Willie le Roux through again and past another tackle. Two men in front of him, chips wide for JP Peterson to run onto it. Peterson gets there and he will score! What a try from South Africa. Scotland's defence slipped away a little bit, but made by Willie le Roux and scored by Peterson.
Genius from Willie le Roux. He basically went to the line, just produced a fantastic step, got rid of Laidlaw with another step. Look at the gas come on. Hit the accelerator, through he goes, bang, there's the step there. I thought he'd kicked too early, he had Lambie on the inside, but Peterson, he spotted him out there. The bounce is perfect, and in they go.
Yeah, that's a sucker punch, isn't it? 2 tries. You see the gap between number 1 Arthur Dickinson and Duncan Taylor is just too big. And a man like that, he gets through, he looks up, he sees Peterson, and on his 50th cap, he does well with the rain coming in to pick that up and finish off.
It was a great shot there of his awareness. You actually saw him look up, look across, spotted where the space was. Then he had to execute off the left foot and time it perfectly. Just good spatial awareness of who was around him and what to do in that situation.
Beautifully done. 3 tries. Oh, wow. Bounces off the upright and through, just had the distance. All converted, 21 points. And now South Africa looking totally dominant.
Well, that's the progressive nature also. This is the finishing touches off a kickoff. Now, in the past, South Africa would probably take the ball off the kickoff, a phase, and then kick. They showed the willingness to run the ball. Habana went over the 22, spun it wide, caught the opposition unawares.
Here we are, conversion. Still there for Scotland. Laidlaw and Hamilton feels the tackle, ball knocked on. Bakkies Botha with it. Scoops it back. There is De Villiers out wide. Space beginning to appear. Fourie gives it to Habana. Foot race, and Habana hacks ahead. Maitland comes in on the check. It's still a race. Seymour has the pace to get there and boot it into touch. But that's all he can do.
He scored once in the match from this very same distance.
This time Strauss goes long, taken in by Vermeulen. Try and spin away again, which they do. Here comes the drive. Carbon copy once again over the line. The try is given. Deja vu. Another try for South Africa. Now some tempers fray. Hamilton and Gray and Vermeulen. Good hard stare and kicking well. Just that one miss for Pat Lambie, but 4 tries, all of which have been converted. And up into the floodlights it goes. Bounces back to Lamont, hands off Bismarck du Plessis. There is Ryan Grant, support from Maitland. Wide it comes now. There is space out there. Dave Denton and JP Peterson meets him well. And something extra, but a very, very impressive covering tackle from Peterson. Celebrated wildly.
And when it gets to Denton, he just puts the hand out there, and underneath goes Peterson, smashes him into touch.
Got his angles right, didn't he, as well?
Oh, the old rub the head in the ground as well. Look at this.
The worst thing is that's AstroTurf. There you go.
Oh, come on.
I think it's Francois Lowe down injured, and it's obviously a very serious looking injury, but again we stress that sometimes these things look more serious because of all the precautions that had to be taken. But there's over the ball Francois Lowe. And Jim Hamilton comes in just to clear out.
You can see by the way that his head just snapped back a little bit. It didn't go all the way back. That sometimes that jolt, when you're in a position like that, he's in a position of strength where he's trying to hold on, brace himself in the ruck, so you're very tense, and when you get hit like that, it can just well, it can hurt.
Okay, comes again, so Duncan Weir draws the defence, and then the chase is on, and Evans can't quite get there, did he? Habana shakes his giant moustache and says no.
This is comical now.
Blue ball, okay.
Crazy days at Murrayfield. Few seconds remaining, and that is enough, says the referee. A couple of seconds remaining. Steyn puts it out. South Africa, easy enough winners. Just that one try in the second half, so well, some encouraging signs for Scotland to take on, but South Africa in good shape as they go on to face France.